Joining us with the play-by-play and what to expect, House Republican Conference Chairwoman Lisa McClain. Thank you for joining us. So you spent, 30 years in the private sector. You're from Romeo, Michigan, where people want to just work and have the American dream. Why are the Democrats not listening to these pressure points from even their own constituents?
You know, I wish I had the answer to that, but I don't. I think it is because they are scared to death of the far progressive Marxist communist wing of their party. And they don't want to go, they don't want to bend the knee because they're afraid that they'll get primaried, right? They don't serve the American people, the Democrats and the constituents. They serve their progressive Marxist communist end of their party. And it's really, really sad. But we're ready to open the government up. We have the votes. Hakeem Jeffries and the Democrats will try their tactics, their stall tactics, delay tactics. But at the end of the day, we will get the government open again for the American people.
Congresswoman, the Democrats, they're not all in person steaming jerks. So assuming that you've talked to some of your colleagues on the other side of the aisle, are any of them going to vote to reopen the government? They have cover now because 8 Democrats in the Senate voted yes to reopen the government. So will any of them join you in doing what is right and good?
My hope is that some of the moderate Democrats, like you said, the normals, will join us. I don't know, though, because in all honesty, they are scared of getting primaried from the progressive arm of their party. So I hope that they don't play scared. I hope that they do the right thing and join the Republicans in doing what the American people want. I mean, look at the unions. They wanted and leaned heavily on the Democrats to please open up the government, and the unions aren't necessarily always with Republicans on that.
Yeah. When we think about the great state of Michigan and all the industry that happens there, and we see videos of Democrats on the Capitol today saying, heck yes, it was worth it. We're glad we did it. What do you think residents of Michigan and other states where economies are booming are feeling when they see something like that?
Yeah, I think it's a destructive process to shut down the economy, right, like they've done. Every time airline travel gets delayed, that has an economic effect. Goods, services, people, things can't move, and that is never positive for the economy. I also wonder if they think it's worth it. Go and talk to the people who had to go to the food banks and their food pantries to feed their families. I don't think they thought it was worth it. Look at the people that didn't get paid. I wonder if they thought it was worth it. I can assure you, people in my district, when I was out in my district, they didn't want to be used as pawns, and that's exactly what the Democrats did.
What happens in January, though? Are we going to have to go through all this go through this again?
My goodness gracious, I hope not. I hope everybody has learned their lesson. Listen, prior to this, we passed all 12 appropriation bills out of the House. 3 went into conference, right? Three are going to be in with this package. So, I've talked to Tom Cole, the chairman of the appropriations and other appropriators, and if we put our nose to the grindstone, which we will, and we don't have a bunch of obstructionists like the Democrats choose to do, we can absolutely get this done by January 30th.
Congresswoman, you've been a successful business person for a number of decades. And when you look at how the government is functioning today, what could we learn as citizens, as Democratic or Republican leaders? What could we learn from business leaders about how to run the business of the government that maybe we haven't in the past?
One, nothing is free, and you can't replace hard work, right? And I think that's what the government could learn. Whether it's a business or whether it's their family, you would never run your family or a business at $37 trillion in debt. You would have to tighten up your purse strings and tighten up your belt to make some cuts, make some tough decisions to make sure long-term you were economically viable and your business was viable and the country was viable. You can't have the $1.5 million of wasteful spending that the Democrats wanted to do. And wasteful spending should never be used as a ploy for a government shutdown. Run the government like you would run your household or you would run a business.
Congresswoman
Simple.
Lisa McClain, I will add to what you just said. My takeaway is that crap middle managers like these Democrats in the House and Senate, when you do a garbage job, you fire them. That's my takeaway. Congresswoman Lisa McClain, great to see you.
Great to see you. Fingers crossed.